Welcome to an episode of Ground Floor, where we can agree to disagree and still be family. That's the theme song, What Up, Though, for my second album, J.O.Lee World. I own the music and copyrights. I'm on Facebook. I'm your host, J.O.Lee's, my co-host, Brother Jerome.
What's up, good people?
He's going to give you the sensible takes. Brother Jerome. I'm going to be Uncle Jeff. So I'm telling you right now, you see the glasses? I'm going to be Uncle Jeff.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, we're going to talk about Happy Valentine's Day and Side Chick Day. Something I learned years ago that today is, if you out here, you ain't right, whether you're a man or a woman, you got your little dip on the side, you got to show them love. So I figured this would be a fun topic.
Let's have some fun, man.
You know, we got a homegirl. Hold on, look at a thing. Let's say we do that when she comes to the show. Got to cue the thing up already. Look at that, Jerome.
Hey, encroachment on defense.
CKT, man, even though it's too low, man. Bring her to the stage, our homegirl, Kia. And we got the other one, Sonya, too. Awesome, both of them here. Let me go ahead and get this thing going.
Bring the ladies in. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Can't take you nowhere, Jerome. There we go. There we go. Bring her up.
Oh, Lord.
Bring them both up. Welcome, ladies. I'm gonna have it done right next time.
What's up, ladies?
What's going on?
Hey,
they gonna have fun tonight.
This dude been drinking or something.
He been doing something. It took about an hour just to put us up.
The H2O is fantastic. It gets you drunk. You ain't gotta go nowhere. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
change your life. Now, I figured we have a fun topic, talking about Happy Valentine's Day, Side Chick Day, or Side Dude Day. And we all kind of know Valentine's is your main boo-boo, you love them, all the good stuff. What would be your definition of the side chick, side dude?
First of all, who created this day? Where did this come from? Who were the conspirators in this that made this a national day? Like, where did
I learned it around the way back in the day.
Dictionary. I'm trying to figure out.
I learned around the way around 2003. Like, what? Oh, snap. Okay, didn't know that one.
03?
Yeah, that's when I learned about it.
Wow. Where I been at? 03.
We're
talking about 22 years.
Yeah, but it's been going on longer than that because dating been going on since man and woman was created.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. I know, Sonya, we in for something today. I don't know, girl.
I mean, don't all speak at once. What's your definition?
I never heard of Side Chick Day or Side Dude Day after the day after Valentine's, but it makes sense. I'm pretty sure those who get in the Valentine's Day with their persons, it's probably they probably did the day before or the day after. And now that I'm thinking about it, I done the day after and the day before myself. So I guess I was a side chick and didn't realize it in the past. So hey,
I mean, everybody had a friend that thought they was they playing pimpish out here doing their thing, and you never thought about it. But the day after Valentine's, you talk to them like, "What you got for the day?" "Oh, I'm gonna take old girl out. Don't wind down. I couldn't do it yesterday." You ain't think nothing of that. I'm like, oh, well, Valentine's yesterday. Why ain't you? Oh well, your business. You ain't. But if you stop and break it down, like, you could have did on Valentine's, but you didn't. So you had someone else. Cause I know you see who's going out, but you're doing something Saturday too, or whatever day it fell on. So
right. Well, that's why I'm super cautious now, and I make sure you can take me if I'm dating you. Very early stages, I want to go to your house. I want to see where you live. I want to see closet. I am going to make sure you are single and we are getting to know each other. So that's important to avoid any of that other stuff.
You got a whole test. I'm doing a house check.
Yep, house check. I want to be able to come over. I want to go to family functions. Holidays are important. Holidays around the family, not in the beginning. No one's going to take you around their family in the beginning, but eventually, as we date, I want to, make sure I'm going around the family, make sure I'm meeting people.
Now, sometimes family know they roll.
Exactly.
You might hear that. And maybe I ain't not catch it. I've been some places and seen that happen. Like, hey, what's up? That's not the main one. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Because the mood will change when the main one ain't coming. Like, okay, Tasha coming through. Oh yeah, we know Tasha. Yay. She come through then. Hey, I got another friend come through. Y'all gotta be chill real with her. Like, who that Veronica? Who that Veronica? And everybody looking like, oh, you out here playing. Okay. But the same team, so we ain't gonna say nothing. Like, we gonna mind our business. And that vibe is in the room. Like, what's wrong with everybody? Nothing. Can't believe he brought this up over, but they can't keep quiet. Like, don't say nothing. Now, as long as that drunk person ain't there, I'm like, man, his main girl left.
The drunk person, the one that fell it all. One time yesterday, where she at? Where my home girl at?
Man, I see that happen. Like, hey, you family. Hey, he should have brought her over here. Like, damn, he got some explaining to do.
Hey, since you try to have some fun, Jeff, I'm gonna take you all the way back. You remember I used to work at Sinai, not Sinai Grace, not this new stuff. I'm talking about the Sinai back by Renaissance High School.
I remember that. Yeah. So
I'm working as the parking lot attendant, and you would be amazed. Now we talk about big mamas as in I cahoots. She's the matriarch of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Big mamas was the ones hooking up the granddaughters. Every time. I'll be in there. The ladies would come visit their husband, they daughter, son, whatever was going on, and they'll come up and be like, "Hey, you a nice young man," stopping the traffic from coming in. So I would always have to step out and be like, "Yes, ma'am. What is it that you need?" Mm-hmm. And they would be like, "Hey, you look like a nice young man. I got a granddaughter for you." I'm like, "Whoa." I'm like, "Wait a minute now." you don't know if I have a girlfriend or not. She said that don't mean nothing right now. I was like, wow.
Name grandma.
The grandma was coming at you like that. So sure enough, they show you the picture, and I ain't think nothing of it. Like, okay, you got a nice looking, granddaughter. But when they would come on that weekend, they would always bring that same granddaughter. Like, you thought I was playing around. you thought I was playing around, and I used to be like, uh-oh.
Man, they were trying to get them married off back then,
I'm talking about early on, man. The grandmothers was something else, man. All I could do was laugh and be like, man, these granddaughters talk about I seem like a young man, nice young man. I was like, oh, Lord.
Now, do y'all think the side person serves a role? I saw a video earlier where the person was saying, man, the side chick, she make him be more at peace. I'm like, at peace? Okay. What y'all think?
Well, she doesn't have any rights. I mean, if you think about it, if the side chick is fussing and complaining, what would be the purpose? So he's already, might be a little stressed out at home. He got some kids. The wife probably trying to take care of the kids, probably holding the family down. And he probably, gets tired of hearing the same old. Maybe he's tired of taking the garbage out. Maybe he doesn't feel relaxed. I mean, for some folks, I'm like, once you get of a certain age, hearing kids run around can be a little irritating. Then when he goes over to the side chick, she probably has a meal ready. The environment is probably relaxing. Her kids are probably put in bed because she already knows she can't have her kids running around when he comes. So
that's what I'm talking about.
That's my.
That's what I'm talking about. Conversation.
I feel like what he's trying. If someone has to go to a side chick, they're probably going for something that they're not getting or receiving at home.
Or they just a hoe.
That's true.
That definitely could be the case.
Yeah. Some people just greedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter what they getting at home. They still going out. But in what you're saying as far as the side piece go, I agree with you. I think there's nothing to. You don't have any accountability. I'm coming here specifically for a reason. So why is it gonna be unhappy? Like why would it not be peaceful? You don't have nothing to hold pretty much together. Now if you got drama at home and you got drama with the side piece, the problem is you.
Yeah, you got a problem right there. You can't find no damn peace someday, right?
It's often just a mutual understanding. I'm coming here for what I'm coming here for, and so anything else outside of that, it shouldn't be any reason for me to confront. The thing that gets me is when side pieces think that they have more rights than the main person, be it male or female.
Yeah, they got to stay in your lane.
And the side pieces got side pieces. Both of y'all cheating on y'all. If they married, both of y'all cheating on y'all spouses. But then you mad because the person you cheating with got somebody else that they cheating with. Like, where that come from?
Yeah, hey, that happens too, man. You ain't lying. That happens too.
But nobody wants to leave home. Everybody want to stay with the
keep
at the same time. Yeah.
I love it. She got on my nerve, but I love him and get on my nerve, but I ain't going nowhere. But I need to dip out every now and then. I done heard the conversations at the salon. Take my mom get her hair done, or go into the barbershop. I'm like, you got a side dude? Like, okay, I'm used to the dudes. Like, this is fascinating. Why do you have one? Mm-hmm. Well, we get on my nerves. I want to go somewhere and chill out. Like, same. I guess we are the same. Okay.
Yeah, too many conversations to keep in order.
100%. 100%. We're gonna treat this like a. Go ahead, Sonia.
No, I was gonna say I feel like it's too much going on out there too, as far as STDs. Who want to take? I wouldn't. And I look at this way. If you think about it, if it's a married man, he has a wife, he's not using protection with his wife. So that's probably something that he's not used to doing. So when he comes or when he goes out and cheats, he's not cheating with protection. He's probably going to be cheating without protection. So I just think that it's dangerous.
I agree with everything that's out here, Sonia. It's a different world. But I know y'all not used to me rocking the boat, but I'm gonna rock the boat today because I'm gonna treat it like we had a unisex. The women getting their hair done, the men getting their hair cut, and everybody just, freely talking. Ain't nobody holding back.
We all grown. Come on.
Yeah. So the thing is, when I sit back and I listen, like Jeff going to the barbershop, if you're in the hair salon, you hear the women talking, you hear the men talking. And let's just be real. Some people are stepping out because the dude got more money. The dude, is better in the bedroom, whether it's orally, sexually. It's just certain things. They ain't just stepping out for no reason, For the saints out there, I'll say it this way. When you marry, the man is marrying for the wife, for her to be the mother if they having children, whether it's a blended family or them together. The last one is a girlfriend. You got married being the girlfriend. So when you say I do, and you get in there talking about hey, we're going to do something once a month, get nobody's talking about doing something like y'all to understand for a man, how many times a day his mind is thinking about that. Sexually, like 100 times, I think it was a study done. That's coming across our mind. And if I get married to you and you talking about once a month, once we was a girlfriend, boyfriend, and you was just jumping from chandeliers, and now we say I do, and you content, You walking around there like, okay, I ain't gotta wear no makeup no more. I ain't putting on no lingerie. And this is how people get into these situations on the male side because you so comfortable, so content. You done forgot all about the girlfriend. Girl, I got that ring. Damn that ring. The dude needs what I call slow head. He needs this thing to be so good that he got to press rewind in his mind. He's stressed out.
Yeah.
I told you I was about to rock the boat.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. We grown here.
Hey, we listen and we don't judge. I'm just trying to get the folks out there. And for the women, I can't speak for the women, but I do hear women are marrying for security, financial security. They marrying for protection. And the way that he professes his love and things like that. So if he's doing all of those three things, why wouldn't you want to set it off in the bedroom like the movie Set It Off? Why wouldn't you want to take care of him when he comes home from a long day and vice versa? Because men, we had a tendency to forget what we did in the beginning. If we was giving you massages when you came home, rubbing your feet. Now it's year 10, man, I ain't rubbing her damn feet. Come on now. You did all those things and see, I ain't gonna say every woman, but women are very detail oriented. So if they paying attention to what you used to do and all of a sudden you stop, you used to write her poems, you used to, give her massages, you did all these things. Now all of a sudden they're stopping. So now, she's still that same person. She still wants those massages. She still wants that poetry. She still wants you to take her out and court her like you was doing in the beginning. So when those things stop, it's like, I don't think people necessarily go out looking for that side piece. I think sometimes you just end up, it's kind of like when your GPS takes you down a wrong street. Like, I'm like, hey, I know this ain't the way I'm supposed to be going. And you end up just on the other side, all because of some things that's happening over here that was unaddressed. And unaddressed things over years, the person ends up finding themselves on the other side. And next thing you know, some people might do something once or twice and keep it moving. And some people are going to keep it going until that door closes. So that's the reality of that side piece thing. Because if somebody catches feelings, then like what Kia just said and Sonya was saying, it's crazy because now, what are you doing? Because if they're not using protection at home and now they got to use protection over here, it's crazy because you're in a whole different balloon that you wasn't planning to be in. Hot air balloon going up further and further away from where you wanted to be. That's my
Absolutely. What you hitting on is what you do to get a person is what you need to do to keep a person.
100%.
And so you can't sit up there and like you said, you swinging from chandeliers. Now we married, and it's like, what happened? You can't swing from the chandelier no more. And we're not saying that, as you get older, things change. You got to figure it out, work it out, and do some other stuff. But just to stop, that's the same thing that you were saying as far as men. Sometimes as women, it's like guys will start out doing stuff, and then as time goes on, it's like, well, what happened? You used to get flowers all the time. Well, why call it, and then it sometimes, yes, it has to do with how, as terms of a response. Because people are tit for tat and people petty, right? So because you said this, now I don't feel like getting flowers and stuff no more. But for those people who just forget and start taking for granted because you start getting comfortable, you leave room, right? And so, and seeing married couples who have been married for, decades, one of the things that they talk about is they never stop dating their spouse. They always kept it fresh. And they always made sure that they knew the spouses knew that they were loved, right? And so when you keep that perspective and communication, like you were saying, like it gets to a point where things fester and I just let that go. Okay, then I just let that go. Now you adding up, you putting check marks on the board, and before you know it, y'all not talking no more. Y'all, there's no communication. Y'all ain't loving on each other anymore. And so it becomes easy to your eyes start roaming and wondering like, I wonder what it's like for that person over there, especially when somebody showing you some attention. Oh, you got a new hairdo. That looks nice on you. Like,
Yeah.
dang, my husband ain't think about that.
You right about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a fresh haircut. Like you got a new cologne. Oh, sure. She checked. She peeped that. Like my wife ain't buy this. I bought this for myself, and so it leaves it wide open.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep romancing your wife. You know, let her know you appreciate her. Maybe text her,
Your husband.
appreciate her, and all that. Vice versa. And we gotta have a little thug appeal because when a little thug appeals, let her know, hey, we're gonna try that cops and robbers tonight with your nappy hair. So come on, girl, love me. You might say cops and robbers, like we done that, like we gonna do it tonight. Come on.
So role playing.
Different stuff.
I listened to a podcast,
and
it was a couple. It was a lady on there complaining that her and her husband had been together for 10 years plus. They had children that were in elementary, and the husband was complaining that the woman decided to go back and get her doctorate degree. So she was saying because she was getting her doctorate degree, she didn't have time to cook dinner, to help the children with their homework, to basically be a wife. Well, the husband ended up cheating on her and she had a problem with it, but they had admitted on the podcast that she hadn't been intimate with him in almost 2 years.
Oh,
yeah.
She bullshitting.
Whoa.
Time and attention is very important, and that's what people have to realize. It kind of made me ask the question, and what he said was, why do you feel you have to get your doctorate? He said that it's not going to help her. She was like, well, this is just personal for me. This is something he said, well, I suggested that she go and get her doctorate when the kids are older or once the kids leave the house. So that kind of made sense to me too. So that's true. I think that sometimes you can put yourself in a situation where your significant other is looking at other people or paying attention to others because you're not paying attention to him or her.
But see, that's still about communication, though. Like that should have been talked about.
Yeah.
Like, come on, not just, well, you ain't paying no time to me, like no attention to me and whatever. And it's deeper than a doctorate.
Yeah.
Because they know you can't tell me that I'm studying for school and at the same time, and you ain't got horny not one time in order to be with your husband. Come on now.
Hey,
we all get busy, but
hey, you preaching good. You preaching good.
I mean, you pull that leg up while you're reading the chapter, you take that bed and go to bed.
Hey, you preaching good. The reason I say that, because you think about it. That's what I was talking about when I was talking about that girlfriend. The moment you lose that girlfriend effect for a man, it's big because, women got to be mentally and emotionally there. Most women, not all, but most, got to be there mentally and emotionally for them to do something sexually. Dudes, it's like the physical connection. That's our version of one of our signs of love. That's our love language. It's like, hey, we get in this room, I don't care to do 3 minutes or 30 minutes. We need you in this room. I don't want to hear nothing about, like, you got to think about it. I don't care what you studying. You can be studying the hardest things. You could, like Kid just said, you mean to tell me you ain't have not one little tingling feeling? You know what I'm saying? That we know women you got to preheat the oven for most people. You can't just go wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But you mean to tell me if he didn't give you a massage one night when you was, doing your studies, like say you're on the computer, it's like, oh, let me lead these 5 minutes. You know how when I went to Michigan State, you know how many people come to the room talking about, we talking about a video game, Madden, like, man, you don't need that class, man. I bet you I can do this. Like, man, listen, let me finish this. And then after a while, either peer pressure is going to win or you just go lead that lecture. As long as it was an exam, you're going to go and jump on it. So it's kind of like, it only takes 5-10 minutes for you to really go and do your thing because you're a husband. This ain't when you ain't trying to impress anybody anymore. It's like, let's be real. You know exactly. Let's be real here. Yo, women know they got their thing, and whatever that thing is, this is the finish him move. Long as I do that, he done. He good. And once she went away from that, I call that selfishness. You could go and get your degree because tomorrow's not promised. So trying to wait till the kids get 18, I love the story Sonia gave. The problem with waiting to 18, if the kid's 5 and 6 or 6 and 7, we don't know if we're going to be here in 10 years. So at the end of the day, we got to take advantage of now. We got to take advantage of you going to school right this moment because she's trying to advance the family right now. You know, I was talking to one of my buddies that I used to work with. Him and his wife got a divorce when the kids went off to school. And everybody was like, man, we thought everything was perfect. You know, this, and this. He said, we just made a deal. We made a deal. We wasn't going to get a divorce until they went off to school, thinking that was going to be better. But in reality, all they did is prolong the inevitable. It's like, hey, the funeral was going to still happen. You just prolonged it.
Yeah. Because you got to have that y'all ain't on the same vibe. And that's hard to be Decepticons or Transformers.
Exactly, Decepticons. Been lying the whole time.
Wait a minute, y'all get divorced? Y'all seem so happy, but the kid's like, nah, dog. I saw that under your breath and get sick of this motherfucker. Like, ooh, shit, that's my mama. Jeez, that's throw something that's it.
And so you have to make sure you're happy. The parent needs to be happy. I mean, when I got divorced, my daughter was 1 year old. But I said to myself, I needed to be happy. So that was important for me, but we still did things together. We still did the parenting together. So that's what I decided to do. But Jerome, I was going to say that when you said the massage, hint, I'm going to let all the guys out there know. Do not ask us women, do we want to be intimate? Just offer a massage.
That's it.
That's all you got to do.
Preheat the oven, fellas.
Yeah.
You know, we can't just jump in this thing. They not wired like us.
Right.
Well, you got to set the scene now. You know, you throw some jazz, something. I say throw Big Will on, Will Donnie. Throw Big Will on.
Or some Luther.
Shut your mouth. Don't say nothing.
You can do Kendrick Lamar's remake of Luther.
Nah, fuck all that. Hey, throw some Big Will on. Don't say nothing.
Hey Jeff, hold on.
Guaranteed.
I gotta say I object. You just came on here and said some of these women like a little thug. I done been around long enough to people like, put on some of that Jeezy. Like, wait a minute, Jeezy. Like, wait a minute, how that's gonna get you?
Like, see, that's a smart.
We listen and we don't judge. I just gotta play the music. That's what you said you want.
But see that's if you know she's that type of female. Just on average, you don't know if she into some rap. You know, that'd be kind of weird. You playing pot trying to give a massage, and she don't. Did I sound like rap? What are you doing?
Age.
Hey,
right. That's what I'm
saying. That ain't gonna relax me. I need to relax. I need something slow.
That's why I say I've been to a Will Donnie concert. You the weakest person on the planet if that was your purpose, and you ain't get nowhere. He does it for you. Just shut up and just take the time massage. Gonna go from there.
Say, since we're on this topic, Jeff, like since we got the ladies on here, so we got to help people out there for the fellas from a lady's perspective. So Sonia gave us the massage. What's another way to preheat the oven? Go ahead and give us one, kid.
Music works, massages work. It depends on the day, right? Like that's why I think it's good to know your partner. You gotta know your partner. You gotta know when it's the time for you to be straight thug, like get over here type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know, because sometimes that works. That being commanding, strong and dominant, like sometimes that works. And then other times you got to know, like, okay, maybe I need to start and be a little bit more intimate in terms of the caressing or the affectionate words or the compliment, right? Just like letting your partner know that mental stimulation.
I was just
you sexy to me. Like you got to talk to my mind. You know what I'm saying? Get there first, and everything else follows.
Okay.
So I think sometimes that people forget about that, right? Make love to the mind first. Go there.
Hey, I'm with you when you're right.
Okay.
I'm with you when you're right.
And to piggyback off of the mental stimulation, that's what I was gonna say. And I actually listed this before. Learn the woman that you're with, but for me, or what I suggest is conversations, some cocktails, because I feel like cocktails, help people to unwind and relax. Some adult entertainment. I mean, hey, we're keeping it real. I mean, some people are into it, some people are not. I heard a woman tell me before, well, why would I want to, see other people be intimate with each other? And I said that it's just adult and, entertainment is to help stimulate the mind, relax you. So that helps to relax you, before you guys do try. Because most guys, and that's a problem with men, we can't just jump right into it. I mean, you got to let that, just like when it's cold outside, you got to let the engine run a little bit. You got to let the engine warm up. So just try those things. So talking, relaxing, I always say, hey, if I'm running around and I'm trying to do this I'm not relaxing. Maybe on date night, the kids went over to your parents' house or over to a relative's house and you have some downtime. That's the time to do it. You went to see a nice, a regular movie, you're relaxed. So that's the best time.
And flirt, keep it spicy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Make playlists.
Partner.
Those still work.
Switch it up, do different stuff, play games.
Yeah, you can play some Uno or something. Right, the right music playing.
Spade. Don't play spade. You might get I be into my spade.
No, dude,
you might fight.
I'll be ready to fight.
Do strip poker or a tonk or something.
Right, or with dice. You know what I'm saying?
Domino.
Scraps for clothes and
Monopoly.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad y'all said mental stimulation. That was kind of what I was going to hint on. Coming from the male perspective, I always say let's utilize the technology. If your girl's at work during the day, or even if she works from home, and she's a texter, or she's going to be on social media, hit her in the DM, hit her with a text like, hey, I want you to wear this. Check your bedroom. Pull out the box underneath your bed, because there's some stuff you can do when it's your girl that she didn't even know you did, because she a neat freak. So at certain places, she's not going to check every 5 minutes. So you just put it somewhere where she, like, say your girl, like, she got a shoe fetish. Put in one of them shoe boxes, like, hey, I got something in that shoe box. Your Chanel shoe box over there. And she going to be like, what? Like, you joking. And then once she go in there, she going to see that little smiley face, like, hey, I see you on to something. Like, yeah, I ain't playing around. Like, I get off at 3:30. I'll be there at 4:15. I don't want to hear nothing about no headache. I want to hear nothing about. I want to hear
putting the demands on stuff.
Hey, like once you know your girl, like anybody know me? No, I'm a joke. I'm a jokester. That's I'm gonna hit you with something funny to make you laugh. Like, hey, I don't want to hear nothing about no headache. Oh, I gotta do my hair. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You better go buy that wig up the street at K&K's Beauty or whoever it is. You better be somebody else today.
and then
Kid just said it earlier. She said some women like that. It depends on the day. They like that dominance. Like, oh, this dude telling me, okay, I see what type of day it is. Boom.
Then you can hit her up with a call or a text, like, you get home. I already got your bubble bath drawn for you because I want to have a whatever her name Sunday. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you'll find out you get home. And get all the stuff and, put that work in.
Yeah, you said make it romantic. Just be spontaneous. I think a lot of times people forget about that. And it's okay for guys to plan a date. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't always have to come up with the ideas.
Hey, I waste a lot of money.
Meet me somewhere at 7th. Okay. You say wear what color? Okay, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just plan the date. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
We don't always want to have to think about the stuff in order to be romantic and all of that type of stuff. So
I've come to realize I actually like when the guy plan the date. I can be a little bossy sometimes. But when I meet somebody and they're like, you know what, you want to go out Friday, and they just kind of have everything lined up. I mean, I dated a guy, and when I tell you he would have everything lined up from the time where we were going, where we would go, to go dance, and if we were going to the concert, he would just kind of line everything up down to the transportation. I mean, I love that. So that's kind of, important. And fellas, I always say, if you plan it out, you can actually do things in your price range. That's why it's important.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry
Mhm.
about her taking you to some upscale restaurant that you planned it out. So you plan it out. If it's your, time, or if it's your dime, you're spending the money, plan it out.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very good point.
Mhm.
Because then that allows you to be as creative as you want to be.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But what you start, you got to keep. So if
Yeah.
you end up a keeper after that, and you got to keep doing. You can't all of a sudden, now we married, you don't want to plan nothing.
Hey, that get hard
Well, we
sometimes.
just dating a
man.
long time, and now you don't want to plan nothing, because we often talk about, marriage, that's the end goal. But we dating a long time, you don't want to plan nothing. It's the same. What we doing? Well, watching TV again. Like, God, dog, like that's all we. This again, or somebody say, hey, well, how about we go out? I don't feel like doing that. Like, I just want to sit at home. I sit at the crib and chill. Like, oh, okay.
And some of that too depends on, I guess, the person. Because guys can get a little lackadaisical. But she still tooting that thing up, looking sexy, like, look where? All right, cool. We gotta go somewhere.
And I'll say this for the fellas too, is we got to utilize the technology for what it is. If your girl is a flower person, just use Siri if you got Apple or Alexa, and just be like, remind me to send flowers on. If you got to do it the 1st and the 15th each month, and just remind, or the week of the 1st and the week of the 15th, so you're not so routine. Have it remind you. You have your hookup with 1-800-Flowers or whatever place that your floral place that you like, and you just do it like that, so you don't get caught up in forgetting things, because it just helps to. Because sometimes some dudes could just be so caught up in work and providing and all of this that you just forget all of the other stuff. It's like, hey, I'm paying the bills. Hey, I'm paying her car note. We can get so caught up in the financial security that you forget what you did to get her. You know what I'm saying? Like, now she's longing for the massages. He didn't do that. That ain't part of that financial security. So you gotta make sure you be, as kids said and Sonia said, you gotta be in communication with your girl. Keep those hot dates, whatever's in y'all budget. If it's 4 times a month, go out there once a week. Get somebody to watch the kids if they're young. Y'all continue to keep that spunk. And what I always tell couples, put the phones down, please.
Yeah.
Unless you got a sick parent or sick child, there's no need to be picking up that phone on a date. I'm sorry. That's just
we need to talk to each other.
But
if
with the flowers,
go ahead.
You can also go to Costco's and Sam's Club, FYI.
Thank you.
You can
I
have
was gonna
those
say that
delivered
too,
as well.
Yeah.
As somebody, he actually delivered, it was 4 dozen from Costco. So, I was overwhelmed. It was beautiful to get that. So, and it was not as expensive if you went to like just one of those floral shops. So FYI, guys, you can, go to Costco.
Save some money.
For flowers, save some money.
If you can't take off that week, you have Uber Eats drop off lunch for her, some flowers. That's gonna make you look like you the man.
Do Uber Eats. Kia, do you mind having your food dropped off by somebody you don't know?
I have used Uber Eats before. Yeah. It's funny about somebody you don't know.
I can't.
Yeah, I've used it.
I'd rather not. Yeah. If I don't know you, I have to know, I can't have my food in someone's car that I don't know. Maybe back in the day with like the delivery of a pizza a long time ago, possibly.
Yeah.
But now, they show all of those movies or all those documentaries with them eating out your food and eating.
Oh, Lord.
But a lot of people not doing that. A lot of people are just trying to make money. A lot of people do have your stuff sealed. They just trying to make a buck. Now, there are spam souls out here, but most people I've encountered, they just trying to get paid. Keep it moving. And it's helpful if you can't go nowhere.
Yeah, but I think that's a nice gesture though, paying for lunch. I think people think too hard on stuff a lot of times. When you have a real one, the small gestures mean a lot. So like Sonia was saying, you don't have to come from a florist all the time. Now, sometimes, you might be like, okay, I want to do a specialist in a pretty vase or whatever the case may be, and you want to have that delivered, but just showing up and saying, okay, like I bought a bouquet of flowers. It might have came from Costco or Sam's Club. Guess what? At the end of the day, they flowers. So regardless of where you gonna get them from, they still gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So to spend an elaborate amount, you might want to spend that if it's like an arrangement. If you're like, okay, I'm gonna get a floral arrangement, but just the everyday, I want to give you flowers or you know, want to buy a bouquet of roses. Those are actually fresh, you know, and they're nice. So it's just the simple things. You could plan a picnic, you know what I'm saying, even if it's regardless if it's outside or if it's indoors. It's cold outside in the D, right? So it's like you don't do that. However, you can set the whole scene up in whatever room that you want to and still have it where you have a picnic. It's just about being creative, and it don't cost much. Like I ain't gotta go out. If you can cook, you might decide, well, I'm gonna prepare a meal. Maybe this day is I'm gonna cater to you, whatever it is that you want. It might just be just having all your favorite treats. You know, I like the hot better maize. You know what I'm saying? You might just have that along with my favorite beverage, or you know, like, oh, you bought all the little intricate things just to know that you're paying attention to me. That means a lot more than, you know, me going to Ruth Chris and, you know, everything a la carte and buying steak. That ain't, you know, now on special occasions, yeah, but it's those everyday things that makes things special, you know.
No, Yolanda said from LinkedIn, side chick day, never seen that before. Now that's truly original. I don't know art.
Rolling on the floor. Rolling on the floor laughing, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Yolanda. Yeah, sometimes you can do something simple as if she like Hershey. Buy some Hershey bars. Like something quick, you ain't had time to really get out to do your real like Valentines. And she appreciate that. Because she looking at you actually care to do something for her. So some people are like, I ain't got no money, I can't do nothing. Like, you make a card, you can do anything. You can get on these apps and send them a card. It's just effort. And I see a lot of videos people saying, man, guys don't put effort in no more. I'm like, that's the generation we came from, man. You had to. Some people owe me some money, boy. All the
yeah,
money.
When you talk about side chicks, you know, it seems like and you bringing up generations, it seems so easy. It's like it's expected at this point, right? Like you were talking about us having just a straight up, you know, barbershop, beauty shop conversation. I hear so many times. I was just talking to my homegirl about this last night. We were on the phone, and I'm like, I hear too many people not valuing relationships, right? It's like it's expected. It's expected that, you know, dudes gonna cheat. So why you even expect them to be faithful? You know, you just know that they gonna have somebody. And by the way, because he always got somebody, now I got somebody on the side too, what you were saying earlier, Jerome, right? Like I got somebody on the side too. So both of y'all, and then but you settling. You there because like y'all have no special day, no connection, no nothing. At the end of the day, y'all talking trash about each other all the time. That's the life you really want to live. That's the relationship you really want to have, because you settle because you don't think that people are capable of being committed and true to their word.
I mean, it's a lot of videos out here now where females feel it's not enough guys. They'll share a dude. They willingly saying, "Oh, that's our man." I'm like, you know, your fellow friends gonna see this video.
I just have them on the weekend.
I'm like,
got a whole song, wrote a song about it, like the
I'm like, hell no.
I heard somebody say one time, we sharing them, you just don't know it. And so, you know, or we sharing her and you just don't know it. And you know, we hear over the years, we hear how much, you know, craftier women are if they were doing their dirt versus the men. And I always tell everybody, dirt is dirt. You know what I'm saying?
So person.
you can sit up here and might think you get. I tell everybody, you know, kid know this because we all went to school together. But we would play basketball, and I got to the point to where I was so good. And Jeffrey remember this. I remember telling like this kid, I knew he didn't pump fake, he was just all about, hey, it's on me. I'm shooting this thing no matter who on my team. So I told Jeff, I said, watch this. And the kid came down the court, pulled up. I blocked it to the stands. I looked at Jeff. I said, I told you. And then the kid looked like that was a foul. I said, dude, I ain't touch you. I say all of that to say, sometimes we put ourselves in position for failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to know, let's keep a thing. Jeff always liked to talk about the ladies that like the thugs and all this. Sometimes you choosing somebody that we all knew was a 304, but you thought because he bought you that little purse, that little bag, that was going to do something, that was going to mean something. Guess how many bags he was buying for the other young ladies? I mean, the money was nothing to him. And so when you get caught up in that material things, it's kind of like, let's not forget 2 years later, that's what you was drawn to. You was drawn to the material thing. So now, like you said, there's really no rapport or no respect for the relationship, because it's like, I came into this focused on the material. There was no love in that. So I had the side dude because that was the person that I really cared for. You know, I just knew he never wanted to settle down. But this one over here was showing me this. So it was good for the time being. But 2 years fly by nowadays. I don't know if y'all think about that.
Yeah.
You can sit there as a young lady and you could be 35 and you say, okay, everything seems like it's going good. And then 5 years later, 40, you up here talking in the mirror. What are we? I don't know. I'm going to ask him today. I always tell my cousins all the time. I'm like, y'all better not never call me talking about, hey, I was talking to this dude. I'm trying to figure out what are we. If you don't know what you are in 2 months, 3 months, something is wrong with you and what you got going on. Like, if you don't sit there and be in a situationship, you've grown at this point. I'm not, like I said, I listen and I don't judge for real. I'm not here to judge you. But make sure you know what your thing is. Don't call it no boyfriend when you know it's not a boyfriend.
Right.
Call it a girlfriend, because I want to know when we go out and about, if she see you at that mall, if she see you at Somerset Mall, if she ain't tripping, then that wasn't your girlfriend. She looking at you like, hey, don't worry about it. I got mine too. That means y'all got a situationship, as the young folks is calling it today. Y'all got y'all situationship going on. And let's just be real with that. So I think a lot of people just got to be real with who they are and who they dating, because a lot of these dudes are showing you who they are before y'all got into the relationship.
And
about to change.
And just piggyback on you even talking about that. I'm gonna be Uncle Jeff. So if he ain't told you from day one, I want you to be the fiance, the wife, my girlfriend, you are a fun time for now. As long as you giving that slow head and that ass up, you good. The moment you ain't cool with what he want, you gonna find out you really ain't nobody important. Because these dudes, they don't give a damn. They just flat out tell you, man, you just a bottom girl. You shut up. Like, damn, you told the girl that, dude? Like, man, she know who she is. And then you stop and look at her like, well, she been with you for about 5 months. You talking like this? He has showed you who your role is. And you have submitted to it. Now, you might have a friend asking all these questions like, well, when y'all getting together, when y'all getting married, woo, 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 but you already been playing your role. Now, some dudes should tell you. That's how we came up. Grown men business, hey, give her the option to stay. I want you to be home love friend, potential girlfriend, maybe looking at building the future. So she knows what she want to do. But the dude, the way he treats you is going to tell you who you are. So you shouldn't be calling your cousin like, man, I'm dating this dude. You already know who the hell you are to that dude. Nobody got to tell you. You know. Same with a dude. You know if you really love to that girl or you her Superman. By the way she treat you. You know. I know you got the road dog. Them thugs out here, they're trying to be barking at me. Like, he a cool one.
Right.
my brother and them got a little dog like that. Sat tripping like, dude. You can't be the pew around here. I ain't coming in saying Pinehurst and nothing. I'm just saying, hey, what up? They be going crazy.
Going crazy, right? You know, the other thing with what you were saying in terms of knowing your role, and side pieces, right? And this is a whole conversation. How the thing that gets me is you know your role, you know where you stand, you know somebody got a main whatever, but then you catch feelings and now you want to break up that relationship. Now you want to try to slide into being the main. Like, you
Sometimes
know, the other person didn't even know, because the main person ain't knowing what's going on, right? You know what's going on and you accepted that. Like, okay, yeah, we gonna keep it. She ain't gotta know, he ain't gotta know, whatever the case may be. And now, because you want to switch roles, you want to switch the game up. Well, you knew the rules of the game when you started to play, when you said you were gonna play. So now you want to slide in and now you want to be somebody special. And then on top of it, you want to break it up in the nastiest way. Like,
yeah, you foul.
Exactly. What do you do?
Now there are some MVP side chicks out here, because I done came across them in certain places I've been, and like, dang, situation where he would have got jammed up because the message just popped up. She played her position smooth. No, he ain't talked to that girl over there. That nah, he good. I bet you good. I'm like, hey, we gotta give her some down like that. You know your role very well in this situation. Like, oh, they've been dating for the last 5 years. Like, damn, okay. They know what they got their own codes, like Shaq and Kobe. But like you said, today some of them don't know their role. I play this role for now, but I'm gonna take her spot and I'm gonna call her. Like,
yep,
you ain't gonna have nothing now. You better hope you ain't paying your bills, because you in trouble now. Hope you got the money on your own.
And some people fine with it. They like, oh, you got a side piece. I hope he stay with his side piece. Keep him happy so he could come when he come home, everything cool.
I've heard someone say that.
Yeah, I heard old people say that. Like, I get tired of fucking them. They heard do all that. Like, whoa,
I have a
bro,
girl.
y'all just tripping. Like, hey, I like his crazy butt, but she can do all that. I ain't doing no tricks no more. Like, damn.
I have a girlfriend who said that. She was just like, you know what? I'm married. We've been married for almost 40 years. He pays all of the bills. He's a good man, but I'm not intimate with him. I hope he does have a girlfriend. I hope he has someone that is satisfying him. He just takes care of the bills for me. So she was just like, hey, I can care less. I don't look. I don't snoop. Whatever he does, he does. I was like, oh, wow. So, that works for some people.
I mean, I do had that blues song, Left Home for My Side Piece. Like, that's a song?
Oh.
What the hell? The old dude's working play that every morning. Like, dude, why you playing this song 6 in the morning? Like, you trying to tell these females you work with something, bro?
That's just my side piece.
It's a funny song too, though.
Yeah, I know exactly what song you're talking about. First time I heard that song was at a wedding. I'm looking like, what?
At a wedding?
Listen, hey,
know your audience, okay.
I know the saying just came out, but at that time, I just said I listen and I don't judge. I got my drink and was like,
well, they should have played Theoda, Stand Up In It then. They playing that.
Okay, hey, Stand Up In It is a good one. That one is funny. My man Otis, y'all got to listen to that one. Look up this one. That Stand Up In It. That that's a wild boy. Say that one.
The blues.
But the old school been doing this for years. They just probably did it better than people today. You start asking Big Mama the questions.
Like our grandparents' age, which we found out on here, Jeff, their generation is called the silent generation for a reason. They was a lot sneakier, and so we thought that's why you had a lot of secret cousins and secret aunties and secret uncles, because people was doing things and they just kept silent. They didn't speak about it, and you didn't find out until years later a lot of times.
No, she had her Jody when you went to work. Marvin C's talk about you gonna take care of everything while you working. Because she know you been over there at Miss Orleans house every other Friday. She ain't stupid. Like, all right.
Hey,
got
they had the
yours.
same songs. When you been stepping out, somebody else been stepping in. Shit,
Like, he gonna be
Papa
that
was a
candle
Rolling
tonight, boy.
Stone. They ain't make that stuff for no reason.
Nope. And I heard that Marvin C's like, what the hell? Shorty ain't got no job. He got all day. Like, damn. He'd say what it was back then, but they don't get their lick back. Now you got a side chick out here. Don't think she ain't gonna after a while get a lick back now. A lot of dudes are soft. You know, they want to be all tough. Let her be with another dude who start blubbering like a little boots. Like, dude, what you crying for? So she gave another dude slow head. You mad? You been banging down 9 chicks out here, bro. What's the problem? You can't take it?
Can't take it.
Don't be a sucker like that. Nah, be tough. Someday she gonna find out. She could be out getting her hair done, just see you holding hands with somebody because your ass don't really know where she go. And she ain't never say nothing like, oh, okay. That's how he getting down. Thought he supposed to be at work.
Jeff, it ain't never fun when a rabbit got the gun.
Nope.
So.
I don't know, Cass. I laugh at him. Like, it ain't funny. Like, ain't this like the 5th one, bro? So you mad she got her somebody to help her get comfortable at night when you ain't there? It's part for the course, baby. She stayed your ass in the house. Play that baby face.
He said play baby face.
I'll cook your food, your dinner too. You're doing that. You ain't trying to be pimpalicious.
So Jerome, you had asked us, to give some insight to the guys. Y'all ain't give none to the women.
Okay,
Good idea.
I think for guys, keep the girlfriend in the relationship, and because, like I said, the things that matter to y'all is financial security, protection, and his loyalty, his communication, his profession, showing his love to you. If he's doing those 3 things, what is it hurting you to put on some lingerie every now and again? What is it hurting you to put on a sexy nightgown every now and again? Some boy shorts. See, man, it's simple. We know it's coming off. It's not. See, the thing about marriage is it's about sacrifice. It's not about you no longer one. You become the 2 become 1. And so it's like you may not like me. It's a lot of stuff women have us doing. You know how many times I've been in a Macy's holding a purse, like, man, I'm standing off to the side, like, man, what kind of bullshit is this? But you doing it for
I've been
her.
there, bro.
And, you know what I'm saying? And you know what she's done? She's been to sports events. Michigan State was down here at the Mercedes-Benz. I was like, hey, took the whole family. They sitting in there eating their little food. And see, I know what's going to get them to stay entertained. Get them their little snacks and all of this. We stayed in there, had a good old time. And so it's all about meeting in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You do some things for me, I do some things for you. So I feel like for the ladies, it's just keep it spicy. Keep that girlfriend there. If we doing all this, because we growing on here, if you doing, like I said, swinging from the chandelier, you doing all of this before we got married. Now how you gonna get holy? You want to get holy now? Like, come on now, it's backwards. It's legal. We finally can do this the right way, and now you like, I just don't feel right. I don't know. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna go down to this pastor because you and this pastor are gonna be praying by yourselves in a minute. I already told you I'm not gonna last with no one time out the month. I tell people all the time, God didn't make that thing for decoration once you say I do. That thing is here to sit there and collect dust and sit up here and go get the waxings and all this stuff and look good. No. You got to utilize the thing. And so my thing is definitely keep that girlfriend, because you could be a great wife. You could be doing all of the cooking, all of the cleaning, all of the washing the clothes. Damn all that. I can do that myself. I got to come home cook. No, not for me. You ain't worked out. I help you out with all the other stuff. Let's keep the girlfriend right there. So keep that girlfriend present. All of those spicy things in and out of the room. Because, it's things that guys like I say, your guy might be really into sports and you hate sports. Go to the game with him sometime. Like women always ask me, what can I buy my man that he would like? And I always say, what does he enjoy? Well, he likes fishing. Buy him some fishing, bait and things. Find out from his friends. If you know any of his friends or his brother or anybody, like, hey, what type of fish do y'all usually catch? Oh, we catch white bass. We catch this. Find out what bait is best for them. The fake bait, the real bait. Get him some different things like that. Find out what your dude is really into. If he likes golfing, get him the gloves. Get him some golfing shoes. Stuff like that. Because once dudes see that you thinking about them, because let's just be real, the world we live in, it's all about the woman. And you rarely see women in this moment getting a chance to understand what it is, men like. If he like to go out with his buddies to the cigar lounge, find out what his favorite cigars are. Get him a box of those. Things like that. So that's what I would say. It's the just because. And Kid brought up, it's my last one. Kid brought up something earlier about Better Made chips. One of my best gifts that my wife bought me a few years ago. I want to say it was during pandemic. Man, I seen this big box in the driveway. Like, what the hell is this? So I was like, hey, am I supposed to open this? She said, no, not yet. So I'm like, okay. So Christmas Day, that same box was under the tree. And I'm still thinking, what the hell is this? It was the Better Made chips assortment. I was like a dang, I hate to say it, a crackhead. I was in that thing every 2 minutes. I was like, watch out. This is mine. They was like, oh, can I have this? No. I was literally, it was territory like a dog over some food. It was like,
right.
Like you had to literally ask me like, hey, can I get this? And the bad thing is it was 50 bags. And I didn't even want to share 50 different bags. But D brings something out of when you leave a D and you gotta have it's certain stuff you gotta have.
Oh,
and Better Made chips is one of them. It's like that was my thing. So that type of thing. Paying attention to the details, and keeping that girlfriend in the room.
Details matter.
What you say, Jeff?
I would say definitely let the guy know you appreciate him. But one of the biggest things that starts that decline, I'm busting my ass, working overtime, doing this. And the little I ask, I can't get you to appreciate me.
Words of
that person might come in. And, sometimes just maybe give him a hug, let him know I appreciate everything you do. Or rub his shoulders. And then every now and then maybe take him out. Because, we don't like feeling girly that she's going to take you out, but a dude does appreciate his woman doing something for him. Well, okay. Well, my hard work is appreciated. And then when you get to the sexual stuff, be that porn star. Don't be no mother of the church, because I don't know what it is when women get married. They think they're a woman of the church and they can't do all that wild stuff now, but you're doing it when y'all wasn't married. It's all legal now. You ain't sinning. You winning. So hell, get the damn with the orange thing they had on the man thing, just flow head do go be the best you can be, American proud. Make that man satisfied. Like damn.
Grapefruit.
Yeah, overtime.
Grapefruit.
Okay.
Hey,
I know
you gotta tell it right, man. Y'all seen a Girlfriends movie?
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Try something. Ice cream, whatever the hell. Do something, make them man say, "Oh my, that was new." So you need something, baby? Let me waste my overtime. My baby needs something. But you start getting to take him for granted. He ain't gonna want to do nothing for you. Go out, man. You and the girls go. Get on my damn face. Bless you, whoever that's coughing. And if y'all do have problems, seek counsel and talk about them. Don't let it keep building up. Don't talk with y'all friends about it and never come back to it and find a resolution. Actually deal with the issue so y'all can stay on the same page. Because it ain't hard to. And like, oh damn, it's like that. When last time we went on a date? I don't know. You got a problem.
There it is.
What's y'all closing remarks?
Go ahead, Sonya.
Damn.
Well,
Since the kid about to come with the fun.
Had quite a few topics. I'm going to say for every person is different. I think that it's very risky to be the side person. I am more of, you have to take me home. You have to show me off. You have to treat me right. I think that we all need to think about our emotions as well as our feelings. A lot of those snap and documentaries that I watch where someone has, snapped and killed somebody is because they were the side piece. And you can't control your feelings. You might start off getting together every now and then those feelings actually get, more serious. And where this person was just looking to have fun, now you're looking for something serious and you're hurt. So
Absolutely. I'll say, don't play with people's heart, right? Be as honest as you can. Like, lay it all out there. Let people make their own decisions, regardless if it's your main person or whomever you want to be the side piece. Everybody need to know what's going on and what's involved so they can make a decision on if they want to still be there, if they want to play the role, whatever the case may be. And if you want something more than just being a side piece, then don't settle just because it seemed like that's what everybody doing and you want to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Be vulnerable. And matters of the heart is important. Matters of the heart is real. And just like Sonia was saying, you can mess around and play with somebody's heart and end up and not be alive no more. Right? And you can allow yourself to be played. And some people get to a point where they don't want to be alive anymore because heartbreak and grief is real. Right? So just be good to one another. Right? And keep it fresh. Make love to the mind, right? Have communication, talk it out, and keep it spicy.
I like that. Ladies came with the funk, Jeff, so we got to bring it. I'll say to everyone out there, especially from the fellas' perspective, I feel like hurt people. And some people end up in situationships, side dude, side piece as the lady, just because of something that happened in their household. And it put them in a vulnerable place, of needing attention, of seeking attention, put them in a vulnerable place of needing validation. Because sometimes people words can tear somebody down just as much as they can build you up. If I'm telling you, you'll be nothing, you ain't nothing, you this, you that, you start thinking like, hey, this is basically detrimental things that this person, and negative things this person is saying, whether it's the woman or it's the man. And you could put that person into a stage of depression. And you never know. That person may go to Barnes and Nobles on that day or a library, and somebody impact them with just words. And now them two people just exchange Instagram. It started something so small. And then a year later, now they're on their first date, talk, because this person has been there during the rough patches. So it's one of those things. I always say that in today's world, when it comes to the side piece situations, we have to, for those who are spiritual, you have to stay in line spiritually, because you want to have that spiritual discernment. You want to know what's good versus what's evil.
right.
Then when it comes to those who are already married and planning on getting married and in a relationship, I just like to say, date with a purpose. In today's world of you dating, put all of the questions out there on the table. Well,
Right.
I moved here to Atlanta. These girls didn't have no problems asking me, hey, you ain't no DL, are you? Because I ain't got time. Like, I had to hear that every single time. I'm talking about every single time. And we had to, I respected it because they was laying it all on the line. And that's the time when you got to lay it all on the line. If you want a poly relationship as a man or a woman, say that. If you want an open relationship, say that and let the person know exactly what that means to you, what an open relationships mean. And we just got to, realize the time we in. Not everybody's going to go by the Bible that we read and know of. Some people are going to go by what they feeling, what they expressing, what their body is telling them. And that's just the day and time we in. So I just feel like everybody needs to openly communicate and express that, so no one's hurt. That's my take.
Those are some fire takes. I would say if you someone that's looking to have a side chick or side dude, it might be fun at first, but if emotions and feelings can change, and you don't know what that change could be. That's where it could go to something serious where your life in jeopardy, or they about to blow up the spot because I'm coming over there and I'm telling everything. So you really got to think about what you out here doing and being honest. Now, if you're someone that's trying to have a roster, be honest. I mean, I once saw back in the day, Ice-T, they was asking him about pimping. And, you know, they were saying, well, you know, he lied to this. And like, no, that's not real pimping. Real pimping is he got fab on his arm and they all know why they there. Because he's not lying to nobody. They choosing to be there. That's their choice. So if you lying to people, that's going to come back on you. And if they the sad person and you done made promises you ain't keeping, that bitch going to blow up the spot. But your job, come to your crib, it ain't hard to find you. This technical world, it ain't hard. So it's going to seem fun at first. But as time goes on, y'all have a kid. It now it's more serious because y'all joint for life. It ain't gonna be what you think it is. So take this stuff for real and take your time. You know, you can be celibate. You ain't gotta screw nobody. There's nothing wrong with that. Find you. Find your purpose. Get your money. When you get all that, same people still gonna be there you might want to talk to.
All right.
I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll tell you some serious stuff, you some funny, crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know what to talk about next week. We're going to be something more lighthearted because we've been serious for a minute. The 25 looking like it ain't going to stop being just every day. So we're going to be a little lighthearted up here some days.
Okay. Have a good one.
Y'all have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Something new every day. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Later.
Good night.
But